Okay, so we are going to be talking in this video about the second movement of the Emperor String Quartet by Haydn. It is a theme and variations. And again, just to recap, we had talked about, so the theme is a melodic idea, and they would keep the original theme, but they would modify it in different ways. They could add or subtract notes, change the key, harmony, rhythms, repeat the melody with different music around it. Okay, so that's the sort of basic theme and variations. Now, before we get into the Haydn theme and variations, I'm just going to poke around the Mozart Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations, because since it's a melody we all know very well, you'll be able to kind of see how that works in the theme and variations. So we're going to start with just a little bit of the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the theme. The theme is always kind of presented in a straightforward way. So this is the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star melody, and you'll notice that it's a very kind of simple theme. Then there are 12 variations after that, and they're all a little bit different. So we'll kind of just go through it very, very quickly, just to give you a sense of how variations work. So we have the theme first. So we get a little bit of his handwriting. There it says tema. Very, very straightforward, very simple. I'm going to be talking through the video because there's a lot of music to get through, and normally I'll have you listen and then I'll talk, but for time we'll do this. Again, this is pretty simple music. Pretty much any pianist who's been studying for a year or so could do this. You don't have to be a genius prodigy to do this, right? Little trill. First variation. So the melody is a little bit gone, but we still have the chords and the harmony. Not exactly Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it's related, let's say, like a distant cousin. Again, and we're trying to show off a little bit, so it makes sense that we have some fast notes. Some variety. We had right hand fast, now we have left hand fast, mixing it up a little bit, keeping it interesting. Different style, different feel, but again, still loosely related to the theme. Still has the harmony. You could still sing along if you wanted to. The world so high, my like a diamond in the sky. I mean, it's the same song, just with these varying things. It's a bit of showing off. Now the left hand showing off. Okay, we're gonna skip around a little bit. Kind of a cutesy one, number 5. Not very much happening. Number 6, going back to fast notes. I like this one. It's like a scale, a bunch of scales. Pianists like playing scales. They're fun. Each variation is slightly different. And this is one of the cool ones. So it's like a sad version in the minor key, sort of serious, twinkle, twinkle, little star. The light has gone out. It's fun. I like that one. Again, we're going to skip around a little bit. Sometimes we get the real melody and sometimes we don't. The end of variation 10. So we're getting close to the finale. Get this nice adagio, means slow. And the adagio is kind of a improvised show off. It's not fast, but it uses a lot of fast notes in the right hand. Here right now. Yeah, that's kind of an adagio feel. Now it'll start to pick up. So even though it's a slow tempo, you get these big flourishes. All right, and then we have the finale. We expect big things from Mozart here. Actual finale. This adagio takes some time here. Here we go. Here we go. Finale. Very fast. Very difficult to play. Okay, so that shows us what is happening just in a theme and variations. Okay, now for the Haydn, the melody is very important, right? So what is this melody, right? So what is the theme of this second movement? The theme is translated, God save the Emperor, right? And of course, this string quartet is called the Emperor String Quartet. So God Save the Emperor, this melody is it's sort of the, it's kind of like the unofficial or official national anthem of the Germanic people, okay? So this is God Save Emperor Francis, I believe. Yeah, so God Save the Emperor. And this melody was the personal anthem of one particular guy. One particular guy had his own song. I guess this is kind of like Darth Vader, right? Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Except for when this guy would walk in, you know, this is the music that would play, not the Imperial March. But this guy's name was Francis II. This was the personal melody of Francis II, and he was the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which is not really Rome, but more like Germany, and later the Austrian. Whoa, would be nice if I could spell. Austrian Empire. Still can't spell. Oh, typing is fun. And later the Austrian Empire. It's also known as the Emperor's Hymn. And actually, this is something that you can actually still hear in like a hymnal today. And it is so in modern times, it is the national anthem of Germany. So pretty popular piece, right? So think about like our national anthem, everybody knows that in America. Well, this becomes the tune, the melody becomes the national anthem of Germany. So this is a big theme. And remember, Haydn is working for these princes and kings and queens. So it makes sense that he would write something for a big, powerful emperor. So just like with the Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, we are going to hear the theme laid out in a simple way, and then we're going to hear the different variations. It's a little bit of a long piece. It's the longest part of the string quartet, and so I'm going to talk through it so this video doesn't get super long. So here's the theme. So we call this the singing style. So we have hunting style, we have shepherd style, we have singing style. This is easy to see that it's singing style because it's a melody that you can actually sing. It's not something that's being played on a violin, like that's so fast that you couldn't really sing it. notice what makes it singable. It's very stepwise, it's slow, doesn't have a lot of leaps. Kind of sounds like a hymn. It's meant to be kind of serious and reverent. All right, first variation. So the melody is now in the second violin, and we get this extra quick notes in the first violin, and the viola and cello aren't doing anything, so it's a duet. So the second violin's playing just the regular melody, nothing real fancy about it. Okay, second variation. So now we have all four voices in. The cello, the bottom line, is playing the melody. The other voices are just doing, again, more variation. We can still hear that melody all the way throughout. Third variation. Now the viola gets a turn. Oh, and we have an ad, which I'm going to stop. Yeah, thank you, Disney Plus. So in variation 3, now the viola has had it's going to get its turn playing the melody, and the cello's not doing anything. And the fourth variation, the first violin gets it, but it goes up really high. It's a little bit of a different way of playing it. And the harmony changes a little bit. So it definitely sounds different than the very first time we heard it. You get to hear that very high violin is very sweet. Really nice. And then it sort of winds down. And again, just like some of our other music, it ends with very long notes. Very calm ending. Gives it that very reverent, solemn hymn feel. Okay, so let's summarize. So first of all, we have singing style throughout the second movement. What is singing style? It tends to be slower, simple rhythms, because singers need slow, simple rhythms to sing most of the time. Stepwise melodies, obviously very singable, right? If it's going to be singing style. Let's see, it doesn't like singable. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. All right. Now, so what happens? We have the theme, right? Which we already talked about, that melody with, so melody with simple accompaniment. That accompaniment just means all the kind of harmony instruments. First variation, we have a duet. Second violin gets the melody. Variation 2, we have a quartet. Cello gets the melody. Variation 3, trio. Viola gets the melody. And last, we have first violin, high gets the melody, and we have we end on the quartet. So everybody gets a turn. That's what's happening here. Everybody gets a turn with the theme, right? With the main melody. Okay, so I hope that's pretty clear. And this has been a longer video because we kind of had to study both of these things, but I hope you get a sense for how theme and variations work now and how that works in the Emperor String Quartet. All right, so we talked about the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations and also the Emperor variations. That's movement 2, and really obvious question that might come up on an exam would be, why is the string quartet called the Emperor? We should be able to know that now, okay? All right, thank you all very much. We'll see you next time.